Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Quick Expert Reviews. Today we've got a pretty decent flagship handset. It's a Samsung Galaxy Note 8 that was unveiled 2 days ago on a Samsung conference. So we're gonna start as unboxing as always. Here we've got a quick start guide that explains how to charge the phone. What are the two additional adapters in the box, which I'll show you in a second, how to put the SIM card in, how to open the cards, and the regional lock guide, as if you buy the phone in US it only works in US, if you buy it in Europe it only works in Europe, and if you buy it in Asian countries it only works in Asian countries. So you can get it unlocked, but still it is locked to a region, so it's not only a SIM lock, it's also a regional lock. Wow, Polish language, yay, happy days. So that's the charger. That's a adaptive fast charging, so you get the fast charger in the box with the phone. So that's pretty generous of Samsung. The next thing we've got in here is an adapter, an OTG adapter, so you can plug in a pen drive or anything else that's a standard USB. That's a Type-C to micro USB adapter, so if you've got an old micro USB cable, for example your car charger or anything like that, you can use that adapter. Then you've got the Type-C cable to charge your phone or to transfer any data, and some pins for the S Pen. Now there are no headphones because it's a retail demo box, but you do get headphones in a normal retail handset. However, when you pre-order the S8, I think you also get the DeX station, so Samsung's answer to Lumia Continuum. So that's the Note 8. You can straight away see it's got a double camera on the back, and obviously the very famous S Pen, which is an essential part of every Galaxy Note handset. This time the pen is fully waterproof, as is the handset itself. So yeah, Type-C on the bottom, yay, a headphone jack, a single mono speaker on the bottom, power button on the side, SIM card, memory card tray on the top, Bixby button, volume up, volume down on the left. Yeah, so that's the SIM card and memory card tray, like mentioned before. And yeah, this is basically the Bixby button, the very famous Bixby button that when released with the S8 and S8 Plus didn't do much, and now it kinda does something, but not much still. So that's the Galaxy Note 8 main menu. Let's have a look what's in the gallery. Not much. As you can see, I'm gonna compare it later on with the S8 and S8 Plus anyway in size, but it doesn't look that different from the S8, especially the S8 Plus. So where do I find software information? So it's running on 7.1.1, and so no Android Oreo yet. Obviously, probably it will be on the release handset, which will release in, I believe, end of September, beginning of October. So yeah, this is a bit disappointing. 64 gigabytes of internal memory, 32 gigabytes left for user. Now, do bear in mind it's a demo handset, but as you can see, documents or images or videos do not take 32 gigabytes. So it looks like the system does actually take quite a bit of space, which is very interesting. Okay, 6 gigabytes of RAM, which is quite a lot. And the S Pen and additional features. So there aren't that many features as opposed to Note 7, but obviously the Note 7 was a bit of a fiasco, so it is essentially a Note 7 that's probably not going to blow up. I'm saying probably because when I was reviewing the demo unit last year of the Note 7, nothing happened to it. So hopefully nothing's going to happen this time either. So you've got a blue light filter, which is like a night shift mode in iPhone and so on. You can change the screen resolution, which you can do on an S8 and S8 Plus as well, if you'd like to. You can zoom in the screen, you can zoom the font, you can adjust the font. So as with every Note, it's very customizable, and I have to admit, I do like that about the Note handsets. So it feels like everyone is waiting for the next Galaxy, the S Galaxy, where I'm usually waiting for the next Note, because they always pack the very latest and the very best out of all Samsung handsets. Yep, so that's the main. Like I said, it looks very similar to the S8 Plus. Okay, what we've got here: custom blocker, Samsung retail mode. Quite interesting. So yeah, what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna try and actually I'm gonna test the pen. I'm gonna play with the pen as awkward as it sounds. So as soon as you take it out, you've got the create node, the screen write, the view all nodes, options, and so on. So okay, let's fix that flickering. Thank you. So let's do our standard hello world. Now, as you can see, it's pretty decent, no lag or whatsoever. It actually feels like a real pen. But the more you press it against the screen, the thicker the line is. So I like that. It's quite similar to the Apple Pencil, to be honest, but obviously Note had it before that. I think it was first introduced in Note 3 or Note 4. One of them my wife had. Actually, she had both. So yeah, let's do a song. Pretty decent. I'm impressed, but I'm always impressed with the S Pen. One of my favorite features of the Note. And as usual, the S Pen is quite comfortable to hold. Let's adjust the Smart Select. Okay, so as far as I remember, uh-huh. Anything else I have to agree? Yeah, if you'd like to, you can select part of the screen and then you can copy it. Let me just adjust the brightness again. You can add auto select, you can extract fonts. Okay, so if you've got a plain text on a website, for example, you can smart select it and then you can kind of copy the text again. Impressive. Screen write, which allows you to write on the screen. So if you've got like let's say a picture of something or a graph and you want to add your own notes, you can do that. You can choose different types of pens, pencils, color, and so on and so on. So again, nothing new, but it's nice that it's still there and you can still use it with the handset. Okay, actually, let's have a look at what you can do with the phone itself. So, camera, 2x zoom. So you've seen the double lens. Okay, so this is how it works. I'm gonna test it myself anyway. But yeah, live focus, which again is quite okay. So we can adjust the background blur. Interesting. And let's have a look at low light. Okay, obviously these are pictures taken by Samsung themselves, so with like a tripod probably, and the shutter and ISOs as slow as possible. So it's not something you can do anyway. But yeah, let's have a look. Right memo on the screen. Okay, yeah. So one of the features, I think one of the new features in here is that you don't have to unlock the screen to write a note. You can just take the S Pen out and start writing a note on the screen. And this way, you can kind of use it like a sheet of paper, which is quite clever. And also, what you can do in here is you can reply with an S Pen, which I'm going to show you now. And yeah, so you can do like an emoji if you like to, not an emoji, just a smile. But yeah, Lexus, oh, and it shows you how you wrote it. So reminds me of the new iMessage system on the iPhone, where you can also write something and it shows again how it was written and so on. So okay, what have we got in here? Okay, so I can select. Okay, so it's basically demoing the Smart Select. So I can write something as well. So another Lexus in here. We're gonna, yay, Zorro sign and so on. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do with my Note 8. Spend whole day writing Lexus and Zorro. Okay, Phone Plus, Gear 360, Gear VR. Make the switch, so probably showing how to transfer all your pictures. Infinity display, hands down one of my favorite features of the S8, S8 Plus, and now the Note 8. So it shows you the comparison between like a 4-inch handset. Anyone uses a 4-inch handset nowadays, and obviously a 6.3 inch a Note 3. Note 8. Why do I think about Note 3? Multi-window, which was before Android Nougat introduced that. Samsung always had at least the Note series had the multi-windows. Now you can obviously use it on any Android phone running 7.0, but yeah, more or less it shows you that you can use two apps simultaneously. Up next, Samsung DeX, which is basically like Nokia Continuum. You connect it to a docking station called Samsung DeX, and it turns your phone into kind of like a desktop experience, where you can plug in a Bluetooth mouse either directly to DeX or via Bluetooth to the Note handset. And let's have a look at what we can do with the camera. So obviously it's set to live focus, so let's have a look. Let's see how it actually works without models, without anything in it. Let's see, so let's say I want to sell that charger on an eBay and I want a really nice background defocus photo, or live focus, or bokeh, or depth of field. Okay, so we need to move that phone further away. And we're golden. Looks nice. Yeah, it's just a box standard charger. I bought still. Looks nice. Okay, and after you take the photo, you can still adjust, like the demo showed, you can still adjust the blur strength. Really nice. Really nice. What I'm gonna do next, my next video will be a comparison of different portrait modes, bokeh effects of different handsets as well. So we'll see how it stacks up in when you take pictures of an actual person. But let's go back to the camera itself. So we've got a full view. Interesting. We've got obviously a selfie cam. We've got dual capture, both live. Okay. So when you take a live focus photo, which is basically the one with the background defocus, you can actually take a picture where it takes a blurred picture and when it takes a normal picture as well. So that's a dual capture. So that's the picture size. If you want 16:9, you have to choose 9.1 megapixels. You've got different types of video recording, obviously UHD, 4K, Full HD 60 frames per second, tracking autofocus, video size on the front, Full HD, shooting methods, taps the screen, show palm, and tap heart rate sensor, which is on the back of the handset where the fingerprint sensor is, because you get two ways to unlock the phone. You can use the camera or that scans the iris of your eye, or you can use the fingerprint. So okay, QHD video recording quality for the front facing camera, decent. Video stabilization, so I presume, because you do get the optical image stabilization, so I presume that replaces the OIS with the DIS or EIS, which is electronic video stabilization. Review pictures, voice control, and so on, so on. Pretty decent, pretty decent. Okay, and here we've got the smaller sibling, which is the S8 Plus, and the kind of tiny sibling, which is the S8. So that's how they stack up. So we've got the Note 8, the S8 Plus. As you can see, the Note 8 is a bit more squarish, but also at the same time, it's not that bigger, considering it's got a 6.3-inch display. So yeah, S8, S8 Plus, Note 8, very similar layout. On the bottom, actually, with the SIM card trays, volume rockers, and power buttons, the same. So you can actually call it a mini Note if you'd like to. So yeah, this is the comparison in size. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed that showcase of the Note 8, and I will see you next time. Take care, guys. Bye.